I think that the biggest thing for us has been I've hired people with specific jobs and that are good at specific things. Like if I was trying to do this by myself, there's no way. There's no way. So hiring like a VA, that was my first hire, is hiring a virtual assistant who just helped me with everything that she could online, pretty much helping me with setting up pages on the website, customer service, posting on Instagram. And now we just hired someone that is a social media and analytics expert. So that's been so amazing. And then having girls that are just here for fulfillment and just having very specific things for everybody that takes a big load off of my plate so that I can work on the business and creating new product.
You touched on ads, which I love because I can't even tell you how many people I have that come, that I talk to, founders that feel that they have to launch their brand with ads. And I haven't yet had one person say they launched with ads and it worked out for them.
Really?
Versus the founders and the brands who, like yourself, will grow their business organically. And then when the time is right, they add ads to the mix because they know certain metrics and certain pieces of their funnel or their e-commerce are working well. And then they add ads just to add fuel to the fire. So ads don't start the fire, they add fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious to know, tell us more about your experience. What made you ultimately decide, okay, now it's time to run ads? And what was that like?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like I said, we were doing really great without ads, but I was like, I just want to kick it up a gear. And I feel like now we've had videos go viral and we've seen really busy times and we know how to handle it now. So if ads increase that, we know we're going to be okay. And so that was a big part of it, just saying okay, I don't want to be the only person pushing this on my TikTok account. I need money behind it and for it to be spread out, just more brand awareness on other platforms, and just kind of pushing that to our audience that we're wanting to see it. And can't remember what I was going to say.
What do you think has worked best for brand, of all the things that you've mentioned? So you mentioned you've, put some money behind ads. Obviously you're doing TikTok Shop, you're partnering with affiliates, LTK, doing some partnerships, sponsorships. What do you feel has worked the best so far for brand reach? Not conversions, I'm going to ask you that as a follow-up, but brand reach.
So for sure, still my TikTok, I think, because I'm pushing out so much content.
Amazing.
And because it's linked to TikTok Shop, I still think it's me. And then second, it would be ads. And then we are still so baby new to LTK and affiliates. We've done a little bit of affiliates here and there, but we don't have a big handful. And we really haven't pushed for it, but we're now just starting to say, okay, we're going to do affiliates on LTK. We're going to do affiliates with TikTok Shop and really pushing that. So that's still so new. And I think that has potential to grow a ton, but I'm not sure yet. But right now I'd still say it's me.
And how powerful is that for your margins as well? That means that you can, of course, invest in your operations and your team and, just making the best product you can possibly make, all the things.
Yeah, 100%. It's been so good for our margins, obviously, and literally not paying any influencers, not paying any ads for so long, and just being able to save that money to put into new products, and now to be able to put a good amount of money under ads and just having that kind of bank there. That's kind of I don't feel stressed when I'm saying, okay, let's run more on ads. And that's been so helpful. I can't even imagine having to start a brand with ads and just hoping that all of this money that I'm spending is going to give me a return, where I know I have an amount of money now that is no problem to spend on ads. So that's been so helpful.
And that's the way, it should be done. And then in terms of conversions, is your answer different? Like, are there certain things or platforms that convert better, that have converted the best for you?
I think Google is probably our highest right now. And then I want to
Wow.
say TikTok and then Instagram. I could be a little off. And we did just start with a new ads girl who I really, really love. She's been great. But we just recently started back on Google, and so far it's been really good. But I think TikTok has also just been so good because we've had a lot of videos go viral, and I think people have already heard the name. On TikTok
Mm,
especially, I just feel like we're decently well known. I feel like a lot of people see our videos, just the organic videos from over the years, because I am pushing out so much content and it's linked to TikTok Shop. So then they see those ads, and it's already just kind of like a reminder in their ear instead of something that they're seeing for the first time.
100%. Yeah. Interesting. You're not the first person to tell me about Google, like Google Ads being a great conversion channel. There's been a few brands that have said the same thing. We actually did a poll in our community a couple of months ago, and believe it or not, Google Ads came back as the top conversion channel.
Really? Yeah, I've been very
Uh-huh.
surprised by it. I have been very surprised by that. And so
Yeah,
I guess we'll keep an eye on it.
absolutely. It's been really interesting. So tell me, now that you are experiencing this increased demand, increased growth, what systems and processes have you had to implement in order to handle that growth and to continue to grow even further?
Yeah. I think that the biggest thing for us has been I've hired people with specific jobs and that are good at specific things. Like if I was trying to do this by myself, there's no way. There's no way. So hiring like a VA, that was my first hire, is hiring a virtual assistant who just helped me with everything that she could online, pretty much helping me with setting up pages on the website, customer service, posting on Instagram. And now we just hired someone that is a social media and analytics expert. So that's been so amazing. And then having girls that are just here for fulfillment, and just having very specific things for everybody that takes a big load off of my plate so that I can work on the business and creating new products and things that are going to really move the needle and convert. I think that's been really great. Also, being in masterminds, and having people like tell me what to do, which might sound dumb, but it's like I'm not very like business, like I don't have any training in business. So for somebody to tell me like, hey, let's get you ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, what are you going to do, here's the things that you need to look at from last year, or things like that, like those things don't run through my mind as well as they should. I'm more just like, I want to create products and make videos on TikTok. So having people that are smarter than me tell me what to do has been super helpful as well.